Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Air alerts in the middle of Kyiv, Donetsk as well. Explosions reported in Konstantinivka and Pokrovsky. Pokrovsky about an hour 15 minutes ago. Konstantinivka 5 hours and a half ago. Chernihiv under air alert for 3 hours 15 minutes. 1 hour 38 minutes ago, explosions reported in Chernihiv. Poltava under air alert for 3 hours 2 minutes. Cherkasky under air alert, half of it for 45 minutes, the other half for 2 hours 31 minutes. Kyiv under air alert for 2 hours 34 minutes. Strike UAVs continue to move through the Kyiv region towards Vinnytsia. You see that on the screen there. And Vinnytsia under air alert just recently in the last 16 minutes. I hope your day is going well. M35, Mexi Girl, Nura, Linda H, Pyro Kurt, Haji, Hugh, Indy Darkstar, good to see you guys. See you all in chat, not just guys. I need to break myself of that habit. It's a hard habit to break. Diving right in, operational information as of 8 a.m. May 1st, 2025 regarding the Russian invasion. Hey Matt, not Sherlock Holmes, welcome to the stream. Operational information as of... Okay, they're repeating. The 1,163rd day of the large-scale armed aggression of the Russian Federation against Ukraine has begun. Ukrainian defenders are steadfastly holding back the onslaught of the occupiers, inflicting significant losses on the enemy. In total, 196 combat clashes were recorded over the past 24 hours. Yesterday, the enemy launched one missile strike on the positions of Ukrainian units and settlements using a single missile, and 96 airstrikes using 139 guided bombs. In addition, it carried out 5,900 artillery strikes, including 145 from MLRSs. They also engaged 2,677 kamikaze drones to cause destruction. Airstrikes were carried out near the settlements of Mikhailivska, Malorubitsa, Prokhody, Miropilsky, Novodromivka, and Urody in Sumy, Rusinyar, Malanivka, Gordrivka, Mirolubivka, Lisivka, Sukhvyar, Prokrovsk, Novopil, Rusyar, Yora, Alexandro Koton, Galdanove, Nove Poltavka, Zelený Kut, Yalta, Ivanivka, Gordivka, Mirolubivka, Lisivka, Sukhvyar, and Pokrovsk, again in the Donetsk region. They're repeating themselves from up here. Huh. Must have a new editor, and you see Zhytomyr going active under air alert. Over the past 24 hours, the defense forces of Ukraine's aviation, missile forces, and artillery units have destroyed 9 areas of concentration of enemy personnel, weapons, and equipment. 1 air defense system, 1 artillery system, and 3 enemy command posts. Keep up the excellent work. Moving into the individual directions on the deep state map. First, we start with Kharkiv, where the enemy twice tried to break through the defense lines of our defenders in the Voschansk area. Heading over to Kupiansk. 6 attacks by the invaders took place yesterday. Our defenders repelled the enemy assault actions in the directions of zoom in, Petropavlivka, Hushkivka, Novosinovo. Oh, I forgot. That's Novosilka, Novosinovo. I forgot where that is. It's been so long since there was an attack in this town. I forgot where that settlement is. And it's not coming up on the map either. Kopenki goes into Lehman direction, so I wish I could tell you where that town is, but I cannot at this moment. And in the Zarazova, I want to say that settlement is right here, Senkova, but maybe this one, I'm not sure. Let's find out for sure. And go to Google Maps. Zoom over to Kharkiv and Kupiansk area. And let's see if we can find Novosinovo. Okay, there's Stepova Novosilivka. Okay, I'm going to have to cheat even more. Even Google does not know where this settlement is. It may be one of the settlements was renamed. And I'm just not seeing it offhand, so I gave it the old college try. Fortunately, we have to move on to the Lehman direction, where the enemy attacked 36 times. They were trying to wedge into our defenses in the areas of the settlements of Novoserhivka, Serhivka is here. I believe Novoserhivka is this settlement here. Nadia. Oh, maybe. Oh, it could be this settlement here too. I'm not sure. And the names are not popping up. We go to the map, however, since I already have it up, Novosibirsk. Okay, just south of Kopanki. Ah, I'm not looking far enough away from the front line for them to. That is Novosibirsk, Nadia. Oh, another one. I forgot where it is at. Ooh, Priverdro Kliloblovo. Oh, that's rough. Sorry. Ridkobub is here. Okay. So you have to figure. Okay, I'm not seeing that one either offhand. Let's cheat again. Showing 2 settlements in Russia, but not in Ukraine. Yeah, unfortunately, there are towns like that where you just don't know. I would assume with the location between Nadia and Rydkobub here and Nadia up here, it would be in this area somewhere, but we just don't know for sure. Moving on to Nove, Novomir is just to the north of Nove. Zeleny Dolna, Kolodazny, and in the direction of Novomikhailivka and Grivkivka. Moving on to the Servisk direction. No, Hugh is Petrie, just under a different computer. It's the new. Is it near New York? New York is way farther south. Hey KKGG, how's it going? Yeah, every time I see the name Hugh, I'm thinking, I'm trying to look for the joke name, like, huge ass or something like that. Anyways, in the service direction, our soldiers successfully stopped 2 enemy attacks near Verkno-Kamiansky. Heading over to Kramatorsk. The occupiers attacked 6 times in the areas of Bilogora. Right here. Oop. Andrivka. Okay, I'm not sure where the Andrivka is. Of course, we all know Chasiv Yar. Andrivka, one of those other ones that we don't hear much about, just north of Krudimivka. In going to the south to Toretsk, the enemy carried out 10 attacks in the areas of Druzhba, Dashny, Divlivka, and Toretsk itself. And zooming out so I can get the whole Pokrovsk area in one. Can't go just one step out, it goes a couple. In the Pokrovsk direction, our defenders stopped 85 assault actions of the aggressors in the areas of the settlements of Stary Mykolaiivka. Starting to jump around right away. Okay, maybe not, because I have that name wrong. Kalinove might be... sorry about that. Kalinova just to the south. Elizavetivka. Lisivka. Promin. Kotline. Dashentki. Okay, Nadivka is another one that's not been mentioned very much. Oh, we looked for this before, and I think it was that town, but let's make sure. Kramatorsk, Konstantinivka, Pokrovsk. And we are looking for Nadivka. Novoandrivka. Nadivka next to Novo Elizavetivka. Novo... Okay, let me... Zaporizhia... Novolinka, Ukrainka, Yuzhnove. Yeah, so it is this settlement here, just misspelled on Deep State map. Novo Elizavetivka, Sabrina, Novoandrivka. On Google, this is Nadivka. So Deep State has the wrong name. I was pretty sure, I just wasn't 100% sure, but that's good to know. Novo Oleksandrivka was another area of attack. Koltanyarka, Troitsky, Bogdanivka is one of those ones we have to zoom way in to see the name. Zooming back out and back in, Andrivka, Zori. Okay, I'm going to cheat again. Okay, let's try this differently. A lot of different small towns that Deep State doesn't say. Zoria? Oh, north of Stary Mykolaiivka. Okay. So, Zoria. Malinivka, Mirolubivka. Ah, a lot of different names on here. Nativka, Kneptivka. A lot of new names popping up. Danivka. Oh, suburb of Stara Mikhailivka. Right here. Okay. And, you see these other cities outlined here, just not named. Alexandropol, I know this one over here by New York, Alexandropol. Pokrovsk, of course we know Pokrovsk. Novoserhivka and Novopoltavka. I've cheated so much, let's just go and cheat again. Nova. Okay, no, north of Elizabetivka. Elizabetivka, Novopoltavka. Okay, up here by Tarsivka. Unfortunately, yes, Russia is making advances, and instead of saying, Vodeny Druj, which I would have known, they go with Novopoltavka. Learning new names. Sorry, I was reading chat. But yeah, you're mentioning New York. New York is right here, just to the south of Toretsk. Heading over to the Novopavlivka direction from Pokrovsk. Novopavlivka. Heading a little to the south to get it all in view. The enemy carried out 16 attacks in the areas of Constantinople. I'm zooming in to get Pravilny to pop in, Voliny Pol, and towards Oradny. Which Shevchenko are they talking about? This one, I'm assuming. And Bagatar. There were no clashes in the Huliopol direction. Coming over to Orhiv. Excuse me. The occupation troops stormed positions of the defense forces near Stepova, Lubkova, and Kamiansky 5 times. In the Dnieper direction, our defenders successfully stopped one attack. Over by here, Kherson. Let's take a quick trip down through. So right at the bend. So in this area here. No signs of enemy offensive formations were detected in the Volyn or Polizia directions. The Ukrainian Defense Forces continue the operation in Kursk. Over the past 24 hours, 21 combat clashes took place in this area. The enemy launched 13 airstrikes, dropping 16 guided bombs, and carried out 266 artillery shellings, 5 of which were from multiple launch rocket systems. Our soldiers continue to inflict significant losses in manpower and equipment on the occupation forces and actively undermine the enemy's offensive potential in the rear. Goes into the losses for today. We'll cover that with the graphic here shortly. Ends with join the defense forces, Razom Pereможемо, and of course, Slava Ukraina. I'm going to jump to Zelensky's speech because nature is screaming at me. So I am going to tick off my camera. No, that's not what I wanted.
Шановні українці, сьогодні були доповіді нашої урядової команди по економічному партнерству зі Сполученими Штатами Америки. Угода є підписана, буде направлена на ратифікацію у Верховну Раду України. І ми зацікавлені в тому, щоб не було згодою жодних затягувань. Наші представники, передусім, перша віце-прем'єр Юлія Свириденко, команда Міністерства економіки, також Міністерство фінансів, Міністерство юстиції, всі попрацювали дуже добре. Угода значно змінилась в процесі підготовки. Тепер це дійсно рівноправна угода, яка створює можливість для інвестицій в Україну, доволі вагомих, а окрім того, ще й для суттєвої модернізації виробництв в Україні та, що не менш важливо, модернізації юридичних практик в нашій державі. В угоді немає боргу і створюється фонд відновлення, який буде інвестувати в Україну і заробляти саме тут. Це робота разом з Америкою і на справедливих умовах, коли заробляти можуть в партнерстві і українська держава, і Сполучені Штати, які допомагають нам у захисті. Ми говорили з президентом Сполучених Штатів, з Дональдом Трампом про нашу готовність до укладання угоди, говорили на зустрічі у Ватикані. Фактично, зараз ми маємо перший результат Ватиканської зустрічі, який робить її дійсно історичною. Дуже чекаємо і на інші результати нашої розмови. Вийшла тоді змістовна зустріч. Кожну хвилину часу ми з президентом Трампом використали на 100%. Я дякую за це. Ще раз дякую нашим командам, українській та американській. Робота над угодою була справді фаховою, і хоч перемовини були іноді непростими, результат є сильним. Сьогодні говорив з головою Верховної Ради України Русланом Стефанчуком, в тому числі про ратифікацію угоди. Ми обговорили також законодавчу роботу найближчими тижнями. Сьогодні є і нові санкційні рішення. 3 санкційні пакети. Блокуємо діяльність багатьох осіб. Це компанії та фізичні особи, які працюють, на жаль, на Росію так чи інакше. Допомагають російській армії, окупаційним структурам на нашій землі, в Криму і на Донеччині. Зараз під санкції пішли і ті, хто, на жаль, працює на російську пропаганду та залучається до інформаційних операцій проти України, проти українців. Головне тепер, щоб була синхронізація санкцій нашої держави з партнерами. Голова Служби безпеки України доповів по розслідуванню обставин нападу на волонтера Сергія Стерненка. Служба безпеки України затримала нападницю оперативно. Дякую за це. Всі факти щодо нападу будуть представлені суспільству. Ще одне. Була доповідь головкома Сирського по ситуації на фронті. Донеччина, Покровський напрямок. Зараз там найбільше боїв серед усіх гарячих точок фронту. Наші підрозділи, наші воїни молодці. Перший окремий штурмовий полк, 59-та окрема штурмова бригада сил безпілотних систем, 72-га окрема механізована бригада, 414-та окрема бригада безпілотних систем сухопутних військ. Дякую вам, воїни. Росіяни отримують належну відсіч. Дякую всім, хто з Україною. Слава Україні!
I'm sorry to be laughing. I don't mean to be laughing at Zelensky, of course, Heroam Slava, and making sure to thank you guys. But I just read Mexigirl's joke in chat about renaming the San Andreas fault to Joe Biden's fault. Although I don't think the San Andreas fault is big enough to blame everything on, and Trump blames everything on Biden. Of course, talking about the mineral deal and not taking previous aid as debt is a big improvement. We covered a lot of that yesterday. The RADA is estimating that the middle of May, so about 2 weeks before they have a vote on it. And I'm just seeing this update right here. Yeah, I already knew about that. Before we go much further, let me go to ZCU Discord, grab the graphic for the losses today, and I'm scrolled way back for some reason. Total Russian losses for today. May 1st, 2025. Today, Russia lost, well, yesterday I should say, Russia lost 1,230 personnel, 3 tanks, 11 armored personnel vehicles, 45 artillery systems, 1 MLRS, 2 anti-aircraft warfare systems, 112 UAVs, and 139 vehicles. Keep up the awesome work, Ukraine. That is the Russian losses for today. Going to move the air alert to the side here. And before we leave Zelensky's official Telegram channel, I want to zoom back up. Currently, the rubble of the house hit by a Russian drone is still being cleared in Odessa. There were many fires in the city at night. In total, 21 drones attacked Odessa last night. Unfortunately, there are fatalities. My condolences to the relatives and friends. All victims are being provided with necessary assistance. Also under attack last night were the Odessa region, Kiev and Sumy regions, Kronruk. Okay, let me try this again. Kropiensky city and oblast, Kharkiv and Cherkasky regions. Rescuers are still fighting the fire in Kharkiv. During this night alone, Russians used 170 drones against Ukraine, more than 100 of them Shaheeds. For more than 50 days, Russia has been ignoring America's proposal for a complete and unconditional ceasefire. There were also our proposals, at least a refusal to strike civilian infrastructure, and a long silence in the sky, at sea, and on land. Russia responds to all this with new shelling, new assaults. Now, but Putin wants Ukraine to agree to a 3-day ceasefire so he could have his stupid parade. Hey, what are friends for, Petrie?
Пострадавшую ее дал.
Идемте вот сюда, в палатку, да. Все, видихніть, ви вже в безпеці, вас вивели.
You know, the strong military babushkas. Yeah, Xi is even going to the parade, David. It was announced earlier today that Xi will be attending the May 9th parade in Moscow.
Холодно, а потім воно як стане холодно, то краще не так.
That's all from Zelensky for today. Give you a bit of a preview of what some of the videos are to come. I got a cut down version of what I wanted to show you guys yesterday with Kellogg. Yeah, the practice parades going on in Moscow, Crimea, video of the attack on an internet personality, and some other stuff. But here we are at the beginning of the day with the drones from last night. Again, 170 UAVs launched, 74 shot down, 68 failed to reach their targets. On the night of May 1st, from 1930 on April 30th, the enemy attacked with 5 Iskander ballistic missiles, 170 UAVs, and other drone simulators. As a result of the enemy attack, Odessa, Kharkiv, Sumy, Donetsk, and Kyiv regions suffered damage. Nice video of a Buk M3 Sam by the Black Forest Scouts. Stay safe, Marshall. I know that feeling. I've had weather all day yesterday and earlier today, so. And by weather, I mean the circular kind that forms a funnel. Ukraine launches mass production of 30-kilometer coils for fiber optic FPV drones. Tests are planned for the beginning of May to codify the product and further approval for use in the armed forces, but production has already begun. Internal tests have been passed and already in mass production. So good to see that coming about. The 28th Motorized Rifle Brigade, operating in the Tourette's direction, shares a video with us. Well, here you go. Oh yeah, that's gonna get a smack from the content haters. Well, BBM. Oh, the motorcycle gangs. Yeah, Russia's doing just fine. They have plenty of equipment and can win this war, and then they send assaults on dirt bikes. Yeah, that's very bad advice, Travis. Yeah, I'm assuming Guns N' Roses will be the same. Yeah, still haven't heard anything from you about the mineral deal getting signed yesterday. Hey, look, somebody grew a brain and gave up. Yeah, if you didn't know what it was like to be concussed, there you go. Either that or he was drunk. Well, cool video from the 28th Brigade, despite the music that would get me reported. A statement from the so-called Russian Foreign Ministry. Russia will never allow the restoration of Ukraine within the borders of 1991. Well, at least they're admitting that they're taking over Ukraine's sovereign borders. We have to do our part, beat the Muscovite, and methodically work on the collapse of the quasi-empire. And Ukrainian police department shows a video showing the assassination attempt on Sergei Sterchenko, or Sternyenko, sorry. So, Russian sympathizer waiting outside the door. I just want to point out something here. From where he's grabbing, I think she shot him in the butt. But police secure the guy, take off while the other secures the perpetrator. And you've all seen the picture of her kneeling down with her shirt pulled over her face. That is in this alleyway right here. But yeah, bodyguards were on point, used the vehicle for cover, made sure he was okay, got him out of there. But remember last year I told you there was a list of people on the internet that Russia was targeting? Yeah, he was top on it. Some people called bullshit. Even had a few people unsubscribe and from me and say I was feeding lies. Well, here you go. Here's proof. Russia is targeting internet personalities to silence them because they're hurting their information warfare. On to more happy news. Another batch of attacks into occupied Crimea, taking out Russian equipment. Yeah, but I'm pretty low on that list, so. Okay, hold on, let me back that up. I did not know that there was wild horses in Ukraine. Yes, Crimea is Ukraine. S400 or S300 right there. No, I don't. Putin wants a 3-day ceasefire, but before that, he decided not to stop the terror against Ukrainians. In Zaporizhia, 1 person died, 3 are injured. There may be people under the rubble still. Chinese soldiers are already marching in Moscow parade rehearsals. Officially neutral but enemies in disguise. Xi Jinping is expected to attend the May 9th event, marking 80 years since World War II victory. No rational or law-abiding government should legitimize a regime openly violating international law by joining such a parade. A little out of timing on the steps, but not bad. I give them a 7 out of 10 for their drill marching. In the sector held by the 60th Mechanized Brigade, Russian forces appear to be employing a new tactic, advancing in plastic bags, seemingly under the impression that it offers concealment even during daylight. I just had a funny thought. Or are they just trying to cut out the middleman and bring their own body bag? That's what I figured, Vlad. Sending them in their own personal body bag. That way you don't have to deal with such a bad mess. An interesting new tactic. Well, yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell if they're North Koreans with the bags like that. Spear Group of the 118th Territorial Defense Brigade destroyed a BMP-1, damaged another, eliminated soldiers, and wounded others. You know, the one song I'd love to see in one of these drone videos where it's chasing a guy is that song, "You can run, you can hide, but I will find you." Stealth donkeys. And the part I was trying to play for you yesterday, that when I got annoyed with Fox because of their bullshit on the map, is here's Keith Kellogg spitting facts.
Dana, Russia's not winning this war. Russia has not made any major advance. Dana, Russia's not winning this war. Russia has not made any major advances in the last year and a half. They haven't taken the city of Kyiv, the capital. They haven't pushed to the west of the Dnieper River, which is a major obstacle. They haven't taken Odessa. They've lost hundreds of thousands of soldiers, and they haven't really moved anything. It moves by meters, not by miles. And the Ukrainians are fighting on their own soil. They're fighting hard.
At least somebody in Washington is saying the truth. There was a lot more of these black videos from Sevastopol, Crimea. So here's what it sounds like to be the Russians going on vacation in Crimea to go to the beaches for May.
Они его сейчас бить не могут. Охереть.
Yeah, here's one for you.
Национализм это первая стадия к нацизму.
Самый большой националист в России – это я.
Yeah, 2014. Putin saying, I am the biggest nationalist in Russia. This year, nationalism is the first stage on the way to Nazism. Contradicting himself, I guess. Oh, and other parade preparations in Russia.
Проходит корона универсальных бронированных автомобилей повышенной защищенности. Автомобили имеют гидропневматические.
Indoctrinate them young, flying the Soviet flag, not the Russian flag, the Soviet sickle and hammer.
На площади проезжают колонна танков.
They want to go back to Soviet times? So be it. Let them go stand in line for bread. Let them not have shoes. As the commenter says here, violence is cultivated early. Unfortunately, this is the last video I have for you for tonight. Apparently, the U.S. has appointed Julia Davis as acting administrator or ambassador to Ukraine. I know Greg talked about her a little bit on his video today. I do have a couple other videos I want to show you, but as promised, let me grab the link from Discord. So view only, copy the link, and if you want to directly support Ukrainian soldiers, there is 4 items. No, she speaks Russian and French that I know of. It's okay-ish, but yeah, I'm sure she could pick up Ukrainian rather quickly. Anyways, there's 4 items that I'd like to take to Ukraine with me. Again, if you can and have the extra money, the 4 items I want to take with me that you could buy and Amazon will ship directly to me. And I double checked these prices in Ukraine. They are about 10 to 15% more expensive in Ukraine. North American Rescue Cat Combat Application Tourniquet, Gen 7, $31.60 on Amazon. North American Rescue High Fin Vent Chest Seal, 2-pack. Or 2 count with 1 in 1 package. Everett Israeli 6-inch emergency bandage, compression trauma bandage. These are the bandages that have the wraparound attached to them already. Comes in a package of 3, each one individually wrapped, so they can be sent out in IFACs and used on a per basis. And last but not least, bleed stop first aid powder for blood clotting. Basically, you get a wound, you grab one of these pouches, you break it open, you on the wound, and it clots, helps the wound clot almost immediately. These 4 things are actually cheaper here in the US because they're produced here in the US. So I have had other suggestions, but these are the main ones, and you can see some of these are not cheap. Basically $32 for a tourniquet, $20 for a chest seal package, $26 for 3 bandages, and cheapest thing on here is $14.65 for a 4-pack of the bleed stop powder packages. If you guys have the means and are willing to help, please go to the link in chat. I will pin it to the top of the chat as well. And I'll do an edit as we're here. Aid to Ukraine. If you will notice, the bleed stop I'm buying directly from the bleed stop company. The bandages are directly from the manufacturer. The chest seal and the cat are from North American Rescue, who manufactures the Cat 7 tourniquet as well as the chest seals. No question, it's coming from the manufacturer themselves. So I know I'll get what I'm supposed to get, and yeah, that makes sense. The US should be a world leader in gunshot first aid, but too many people do not know what they're doing when it comes to first aid. Well, you guys are giving that a think over. I want to show you a couple things from, well, sounds like South Dakota weather to me. You can only hear the wind. You can't really hear what he's saying. And someone got an amazing video of a Ukrainian jet taking down a Shaheed. Oh, that's loud. Oh, the second part is not Let me go back here. They didn't have the second part, but that was the first part. I deleted this before because I thought that that video covered all of it and shows you what I get for thinking. Okay, must not have been that channel. Let's try. Here we go. Well, you see, it's the same video. It's just been edited in that other one for unknown reasons. So there you see the F-16 and the vape trail from the missile launch. Follows the missile launch to see the Shaheed go poof. Вона Ukraina. I'm really liking this channel because it's just like videos from the guys.
Добрий вечір, ми з України, кращої на світі країни, духом сильні, вірні, єдині, ми незламні, ми позитивні. Добрий вечір, ми з України.
I would love to be in one of those helicopters one time when they fly that low. Poof, there goes another Iranian Shaheed. It's to stay off radar, Mexi. They fly in that low, stay off radar so they can't be targeted. And you'll see like in some other videos, they'll pop up, fire off flares, fire their payload, come back down, turn, and get the heck out of there. Yeah, that'd be cool though. That and you couldn't be mad at somebody for passing you in a helicopter. I know there's another video of the helicopters doing exactly what I just talked about here. So, being that low reduces the chance they're on radar, fires the flares, you see them pop up, launch the missiles. Comes back down to get under the radar, and just SOP. I still like this one. I just wish they didn't put the song over top of this, because this was good enough without the song. Oh, I'm scared of heights too, but it didn't stop me from going up in a hot air balloon or go skydiving or go bungee jumping. Let's face it, Vlad, you're scared of coming out of your bunker. Zaporizhia under air alert for 30 minutes. I saw it earlier, but it did not. Looks like part of Dnipro is under air alert as well. Again, Poltava, Chernihiv, Kiev, Cherkasy, Vinnytsia, and Zhytomyr remain under air alert. That is all I have for everybody tonight. Oh, I did want to mention one thing. With this Amazon list, I don't know who ordered it. I won't know when stuff gets ordered. It will just show up on my door. So I get to get a special surprise every time something shows up. So, yeah, I think that'll be a cool part of doing this. And I don't know, you guys send enough stuff and I'll have to pack another bag and pay baggage fees to the airlines. With that, thank you for coming to the stream. Please hit the like if you haven't hit the like. If you're not subscribed, I don't know how you found me, but please hit the subscribe button. Show you my dashboard. I am at 422 subscribers, gaining 31 subscribers in the past 28 days. Just need 78 more subscribers to be able to offer you guys, you folks, memberships and super chats. So another way to support Ukraine, because I'll be using the income from memberships and super chats to buy stuff like this, continue with my housing project and other things. So with that, thank you for coming to the stream again, but more importantly, thank you for supporting Ukraine. Have a good night and stay safe, everybody. Marshall, watch out for those storms. There should not be any delivery fee because I have Amazon Prime, so that should cover all the delivery fees. I do have a Discord partially set up. Unfortunately, the person that was trying to set it up cannot finish setting it up because they're in Ukraine. And I don't want to mess it up. I want to get it right. So as soon as they're back in the States and not on vacation in Lviv, I'm sure they will get on that and it will be published soon, I hope. Anyways, good night. Unless another question pops up.
Только скиплый тлеет